Yeah, Knox, I lost that trade, bro. I fucking blew my account on that trade, bro.
Bruh. What, did you
So
over
bad.
risk, bro?
Nigga, I went down like fucking like 200, bro. I swear to God.
Like you were trying to buy.
All my bread gone.
You were trying to buy or sell.
So before it dipped down, I bought. Um, it went up a little bit. I was up like $50. I was like, okay, it's probably gonna go up, and it just dipped down all the way.
Damn. Nah, that's why you gotta always. You didn't have a stop loss or anything.
Nope.
That's crazy.
I should have too, but I had a stop loss on one, but I let the other trade just keep going.
Because you gotta realize, like, whenever you don't put a stop loss, what you're basically saying is like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen. You feel me? And like when you do that shit, that's when like you're like, okay, now you're ignoring the fact that you don't know what every other trader in the market is thinking. You know what I'm saying? So then like you'll end up blowing your account like that. You feel me? Like, and that's why like I got rid of that habit a long time ago, just because like that shit I would. Cause I'm right a lot of the times, but then like there are times you're still gonna be wrong. You feel me? You're just not gonna know which one of those you're wrong on. You feel me? So it's just like, it just makes no sense to like risk your entire account. Like that boy was trying to quit that job the next day. I could tell, bro. Like that's crazy. But you gotta be patient, bro. You gotta
I'm
be
glad it was a
patient.
demo, man. I'm glad it was a demo.
Okay, that's chill. But see, that's why like I always tell y'all to stay on demo, because you gotta build like those habits. Because if you do that on live, bro, you might get angry and then put in more money in and then do the same shit again. You feel me?
I mean, fucked up, nigga.
Exactly. Exactly. But look, let me show you guys what I was looking at on the daily. So then I'll figure out like I'll show you guys how you could have predicted this sell. So like the only thing is like on the daily, obviously we're shooting like up like crazy. But if you look over here, we did make a mini resistance over here. So you could have drew that out. And this is Monday. This is before Monday happened. So this is like at the beginning of the week. So you'd be like, okay, there's a possible resistance here. Until it broke that resistance, I wouldn't have like held buys for too long type shit. So I would have seen this resistance. I mean, you could also draw this support right here, I guess, as well. So maybe if you want, like, that's why I was saying like it's consolidating. That's why I was like, I don't care to actually trade this shit right now. It just ended up moving at the wrong, because like I told my boy like 2 weeks ago, I was like, yo, I know exactly what this shit's gonna do. It's gonna do this, blah blah blah. It's gonna go all the way up to 182, and then it's gonna drop. And that's exactly what it did. It just took too long to do it. So then like, okay, so you see this resistance right here. Then you could have went down to the hour. See another resistance right here just to match up with it. See if the fibs are matching up at all. This one didn't go all the way up there. But then you could have just peeped. I don't think it ever gets past this resistance right here. Could have seen this right here too. Like that's why I be drawing trend lines. I don't really draw trend lines to trade off of. A lot of times I just draw it to actually like here you could have traded off it, because until this resistance broke, you had red on red, and you also had this omega right here, possible place for you to be looking for sells. But it's just like until this trend line breaks, the selling pressure is still here type shit. Only way I would have took a buy was if it broke past this trend line, maybe retested and then start up, as I was talking about like in the last live, I believe. But it's just like if you guys had that trend lines on right there was no reason for you to even take a buy type shit. Like, because all I would see on the 15 is straight consolidation, and then you in a resistance right here. Like, you probably, maybe one of you guys or both of you took like buys down here type shit. Yeah, of course that shit gonna look nice. You can't, I'm telling you, bro, like if you see the EMA in the middle like this, do not marry the trade, bro. Do not marry the trade. Like if you guys, you said what?
I thought that shit was going up, bro.
Not, but that's the thing though. Like you got too attached to that. That's why I be telling y'all gotta like look at the other side too. Like, okay, like I wanted to buy, but what are the sellers thinking? You feel me? You gotta know what they thinking too. Cause like unless you guard, bro, you're not gonna be able to predict these niggas type shit. You could have been like, okay, the sellers might be like, oh, there's resistance right here, and then type shit. You would have basically ended up drawing all this shit, and you'd be like, okay, they also got a trend line right here type shit. Over here on the hour, these niggas like low key tried to sell over here last time. Like, if you looked at all that shit and you peeped price action, because I think this is when it just starts to drop like crazy. Hold on. Yep. It even makes a head and shoulders right here. You gonna ignore everything, bro. Like you literally gonna ignore everything whenever you marry the trade, bro. That's why you can never be like, oh, I know for a fact what this shit's gonna do, because then you stop yourself from being able to see like the market for what it really is type shit. You know, like you have to just look at it objectively, bro, and just understand, okay, I might win this, I might lose this. Cause the moment you're like, I had that happen to me. There's times I've been up like hundreds of dollars type shit. I'm up hundreds of dollars profit. I'm like, I ain't gonna hold. I mean, no, I'm be like, I'm gonna just hold it because I want to hit my take profit because I'm marrying the trade and shit like that. And then like I'll see it, like it'll start engulfing in the other way or some shit like that. It'll start showing me everything. I'll see the EMAs in the middle. I'm like, none of that shit matter. None of that shit matter. Like I'm up right now. So like that euphoria is gonna kill you, bro. I promise you, it's gonna kill your account type shit. You just gotta avoid getting emotional, bro. That's what it was.
Yeah, no. I feel like it was like an ego thing. Like I feel like
it is.
Oh, I know it's gonna go up.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Really fucks with.
What's his Mark Douglas talks about that in Trading His Own. He's always like basically it's like it's a defense mechanism type shit because like our egos don't want to feel pain. Like humans, we just want to feel pleasure at all times. So it's like even if like that's why like if somebody questions your beliefs, like there's a lot of wars on religion and shit like that. That's why like I try to just I believe in God, but I don't like the details. That's what's gonna cause a bunch of conflict. But like some people are so tied to what they believe that if somebody says something that like discounts it, like for example, you believe it's gonna go up, it's gonna go be a buy. Anybody, as you're in that state, anybody that tells you, oh no, it's a sell, bro, you're gonna find every reason to go against that and not like assimilate that because that would cause you pain and you have to believe that you're wrong. And nobody wants to feel wrong. So then you rationalize and you're like, oh no, but this, and then like you just sell it to yourself. And at that point, it's like, yeah, you unconscious at that point, bro. Like you're not even looking at it objectively, and then end up blowing your account. You feel me?
That's true.
This is what it is. It's a lot to this shit. I'm not gonna lie. What's good, Karma? Zeno, did you find where you bought? Was it like around this support around here?
Yeah, I said it on the FX chat.
Oh, you did? Okay, let me see. On the 5 minute. Okay, that's a nice head and shoulders. You got a good trade.
Nah, I didn't even get the profit. I let it go too early. Like, yeah, I didn't even get like no profit. I only got like $4 because I was so scared.
So like basically you had like where'd you have entry, like around this area, like down here?
Yeah, I got it like at 800, and then I got out like at 900 because I saw it was going back down.
Basically, you got an entry, you let it go up, and then it came back to your entry type shit, and you got out.
Yeah.
Okay. So like if you enter on the 5 minute, what I like to do is like whatever time frame I enter on, that's also the same time frame I'm gonna draw my fibs on, and I'm gonna take profit on. So usually I tell you guys to take profit around this green area right here. That would have been safe enough, and then you would have seen afterwards it just started to top off. So like, were you watching it all? Did you monitor it? Did you see it like look like it was gonna go down?
Yeah, I was watching it. Like, I was afraid of losing it, so I was like, all right, I don't want it.
It's the fear. See, that's crazy. You gotta let it go, bro. You really gotta let the trades go. That's what I mean.
What it is.
That's what I be letting y'all, like, I be telling y'all, like, I can teach you this shit, but it's just like, if you do not do the mental work, it's not gonna work for you, because it's just like fear is gonna stop you. You're gonna get too happy because you won money. You're gonna stop following your rules. And you're gonna do something stupid and fuck up the whole plan. It's like if I have the world's greatest general in my army, like he's running the army, he gives me the plan, I'm not deviating from that fucking plan type shit. You feel me? If you have a plan that works, just stick with the plan. The moment some dumbass gets too scared, and this is, I'm not trying to or anything, but it's like if I had an army and some dumbass was too afraid to go to war, and like he deviates from the plan and fucks up everything, like we might lose the fucking war because of one nigga. You feel me? Like, and it's the same thing with like your emotions, bro. If you cannot keep that shit in check, you're gonna deviate from the plan, and you're gonna lose your money. You feel me? Like it's so weird how like, and like me and my boys are talking about this shit too. Like we're like, cause my homeboy, he got $100,000 account. He passed the funded challenge, phase 1 and phase 2. He was up 8,000, and then he was like, "Yo, no," he was up 10,000. And I remember my boy told me, like, I went to the gym with him, and he was like, yeah, you know, like, bro, I ain't gonna say names or anything. It don't matter. So he was like, yo, bro, you know, AJ, like, that boy, he's up right now. I'm like, damn, you feel me? I was like, I felt good, but it also motivated me to put in work and shit like that. I talked to the same nigga that was up on a $100,000 account the other day. We were all in the Discord together. And I was like, yo, how's the challenge going? He's like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, I blew that shit. And me and my niggas, we fuck around. I'm like, bro, ain't no way I'm like, you joking, right? Like, you joking. Like, I didn't want to bleed that shit. I'm like, this, like, nah, you was up 10K, bro. Like, I know you good, bro. You don't seem like the type that's gonna like blow up and like do some dumb shit. But even him, he was up. He had nothing to worry about. All he had to do was be patient now. But it's just like, because he was up, I mean, he told me he went in on some trades, some dumbass trade or whatever, and like maybe he put too much money in, Like he wasn't following the plan. Once again, started deviating because nigga was too happy, and then this nigga lost 3K in one trade. After that, this is a whole roller coaster. I know y'all have been through this. Like after that happens, he's like, oh shit. Next trade comes around, I gotta make that money back. You start putting in more money, and it's like, nigga, like you literally started deviating from the plan because you felt euphoria. Like you feel good, and it's fucking up your trading plan. Like that's why niggas be making bots for this shit. Cause it's like, bro, if you do not take your emotions out of this, you're going to lose money. It's so like, I'm not gonna lie. This shit has made me depressed sometimes. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Cause this is like, I'm thinking like I'm doing something wrong. But this is like, you just have to be able to rewire your subconscious. Like the plan, I know my plan works. So like, it's just like when I deviate from that, it makes me mad. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like you already knew what the fuck it was. I guarantee a lot of y'all, like afterwards, like after you saw the market do what it did, you're probably like, damn, if I just did this, I would have made so much bread. Blah, blah, blah. Like, nigga, yeah, if you was thinking right. But like when the market is going, bro, if you emotional, you not seeing that shit clearly, bro. Some niggas is only looking at it going up. Some niggas is only looking at it going down. You just got to be able to look at both sides, see which one's most probable, and then take it from there. You feel me? Like the moment, like if you should never enter a trade and then not have a stop loss. Cause that's you saying, oh, I know for a fact it's gonna go up. Like that's you also chasing money. You're chasing the market. You're not being patient now because you want to change your life overnight. You really think that shit gonna happen, nigga? Even if it did happen, what's crazy, if you made $1 million in a night, you would feel so much euphoria. You would risk 100,000 on the next fucking trade and probably blow the whole shit. Like it's so like if you do not adopt the right habits with this shit, like, and it's like it's life now. Like it's like to the point on my whiteboard, I like say shit that's like pertaining to life and also Forex. Because like if you don't fix your life, you're not going to make it in Forex. It's shit is it's so insane how deep this shit gets. I ain't even mean to go on a rant, but like that would have been the best place to take profit. But it's just like, bro, like I'm telling you, like you have to just be able to get in and out. Understand that, like one thing I wrote on my whiteboard is let opportunities come to you. If you just let the opportunities come to you, that's all you need to do. And then you also just have to take what you need. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be trying to take the whole fucking pot. Nigga, like, damn, bro. Like, just take a little bit. You know this shit not guaranteed, bro. You feel me? Like, this market is random, bro. Like, the thing about trading, like, this is literally trading in a nutshell. It's going to show you a bunch of patterns. Like, for example, my head and shoulders or, like, my omega fib, right? Those patterns, they're going to work most of the time. But what's going to happen is that these patterns are going to pop up, and then it's not going to work every time. So you're not going to know which one is going to work. So the trick is you have to be able to go in every single time you see one of your patterns that tells you you need to enter the market. As soon as you see it, enter the market. Risk how much you're supposed to risk. Take profit where you're supposed to take profit. And then just watch what happens over 100 trades. You feel me? Like, if you get too emotional now and you stop deviating from those patterns that you're supposed to enter on, now you're fucking up the plan, you're fucking up the numbers, because like, you know, over 100 trades you would have been good if you just kept doing that one pattern. You're gonna lose sometimes, whatever. You don't know which one's gonna be winners, which one's gonna be losers. But as long as you go in every single time you see your patterns, I would say take like 1 to 3. You should have like 1 to 3 setups. That's it. Like, and that's it. When I see this, I enter. If you do that every single time you see it, you will make money. That's literally how easy trading is. The problem is niggas get so fucking emotional that they can't stick to the fucking plan, and then they lose money. This shit is like, bro, I swear, like this shit is so fucking insane. But that's literally how easy Forex is. It's so easy to the point that niggas will get so emotional that they deviate. They can't stick to a plan. That's literally most people's problems. Like I remember a lot of niggas would join the Discord, and like I have that little bot where it asks them like, oh, like what problems are you having with Forex? One of the questions is like, well, a lot of things I would get is always like, I don't have a strategy. And it's not like, bro, I swear to God, niggas probably did have a fucking strategy. Just they tried it. They probably lost 3 times in a row. They thought the world was ending because it didn't work. They thought they were supposed to win every single fucking time. So they changed strategies. They tried that strategy. They probably had the first one was a win. The next one was a win. They're like, oh, this strategy's great. Then they lose 3 times in a row. They're like, oh, fuck. They go to another fucking strategy. And then it just repeats the fucking cycle. It's not the strategy, nigga. It's literally, you cannot stop being so emotional, nigga. That's why, like, it's honestly, I feel like Jeramon should fucking trade, which is the nigga who has like, he's like on day 200 something, like on no fat, because like I guarantee, like, because he's practicing this discipline of like not fapping and not like just being like sticking to a plan basically, because he's able to do that with that part of his life, it would also translate into trading type shit. Which is why like I also teach y'all about semen retention, because it's like, bro, like if you could actually adopt that as like a part of your life, you would also be able to retain to a fucking plan and not deviate from it. Like that's literally all trading is in a nutshell, bro. Like you see a pattern, every time you see that pattern, you're supposed to enter. You don't know what's gonna happen, if it's gonna be a win or a loss, but you know, based on probability, if you continue to do this, you're going to make money. You're just not gonna know which ones are gonna be winners and which ones are gonna be losers. That's it. So literally, all your job is to have a good strategy that works and stick to it long enough for it to make profit. But like the thing is with the plan though, because I think a lot of you don't. I'm gonna like do a whole fucking section on this, like in the course for real, because I think y'all need more than just technicals. And I think that's what a lot of gurus do. They give y'all just technicals. But I think I need to give y'all psychology, how to set up a fucking trading plan, how to set up your chart so it's as clean as possible. Like all this type of shit. Like even shit to live by, like in life, just because it will help you with your trading as well. Because like you have to understand that also how much you're supposed to risk every trade should also be a part of your plan. Like, yes, whenever you see whatever pattern you enter. But then another thing you need to have is, okay, how big does my stop loss need to be every time? Okay, how much am I supposed to risk? Okay, every trade I'm supposed to risk $10, for example. You know what I'm saying? You stick to that. It doesn't matter if you win your next 10 trades and now you're up $100. Like, you still risk that $10. Unless you make the plan where like, oh, I'm supposed to risk a certain percentage of my account. You feel me? All this should be factored in already, so that way it's not random. Because what happens is that like you could have won those 10 trades. Next trade comes along, and instead of risking $10, you think you that nigga, so you risk $100. You risk $100, and that one decides to be a fucking loser, and you blow the entire fucking account. And it's literally because you deviated from the plan. I'm just like, this shit gets so crazy, bro. Like you really have to have enough discipline to stick to the plan, bro. And your plan should be deeper than just like when to enter. It should be when to exit, when to like take profit and stop loss when to exit, how much I'm supposed to risk, and then you also, because then that's how niggas are able to make projections for their portfolio. They're like, oh, I'm projected to hit this by the end of the year because if I continue with this plan based on my percentages and my percentage gain every single week, it should be so mathematical and mechanical to the point where you should be able to put it into numbers. And you should literally be able to predict, okay, this is how much I'm going to make next month based on my current numbers. Or this is how much I'm supposed to make in the next 3 months based on my current numbers. Like, it should really be down to that point, bro. I hope y'all got something from that, bro. Like, I be going on rant sometimes.
Nah, bro, that shit was mad helpful.